Well, here we are again. I had to go to a job interview, so didn't do a video later on. We are down in the end game, and we need to get some more stuff. I have this little tiny list. This means ring of speed. ROP means ring of power. ESP means extrasensory perceptions, or also known as telepathy. And we already have some boots of speed because we found them. It was just a random drop on the floor. You will find the stuff here. Just normal, simple drops. You're deep enough, then now you get everything. First thing to do is detect. We need to use this more expensive and higher level reveal monster. It reveals additional mobs. This one here on top is the beginning of a Ainur pit. They are quite profitable to clear when you have a weapon that actually does any physical damage worthy of note. We do like 20 points of damage, so it's completely useless. There's nothing here that can actually hurt me immediately. This PCG spell, PCG, this reveal monsters, reveals everything, so there's nothing here I haven't seen. I'll also do traps, why not, and zap my treasure location. I also have the spell as well. I am not changing it just because I have a habit. These are still kind of useless, 124. Not something that I want against mobs. That little thing that I teleported away is a Will-o'-the-Wisp, really useless monster, but it does do confusion, like the specific type of confusion that doesn't allow you to see anything clearly, and it can be really problematic earlier on because you do not want to confuse monsters. Okay. The idea is to teleport away these blue fellas, this big fella here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, because you cannot kill them. And then these are like really low level monsters in a sense, but they drop pretty decent stuff. I think they have like a good drop. No, just 3 objects. How about these little red ones? 3 objects. Okay, the thing is that at this depth, that's like a lot, but my scimitar does 18 damage versus them, so... Okay. This is another thing worthy of notice. I have teleported, and when you teleport, these kind of things will happen. And that is... monsters will then act, and this fucking Gothmog guy is always ready to act. Notice that I am stunned. If I do PB, I no longer have 0% teleport self, so I'm at risk of dying. I need to drink a potion of healing. I drink a potion of healing. What does he do? If he breathes again, I will once again drink another potion of healing. He has not breathed again. I can actually do stuff to this guy right now, so I'm gonna look at him. It's very important that you are hasted when you jump around the map. He is asleep. The Balrog of Moria is really weak, but I am now going to teleport Morgoth away. Bum, and then I'm gonna teleport him, and then I'll teleport that guy as well. I still do not have a rod of mapping. I really wish I had a rod of mapping. Let's see what we got. We've got nice stuff. Okay, these are Greater Balrog. You will pretty much never in your game fight this guy or this guy or this guy. The reason is that these guys, they drain stats and they do hurt, and they just pay experience. They pay a good bit of experience, but it's more difficult to get just that experience without any loss than it is with other monsters. The same way with this. This guy not only breathes cold, and if you do not have immunity to cold, they will shatter your potions, but it also breeds shards, if I recall correctly. I think it breeds shards, but anyway, it is a monster that is difficult to fully resist. And most of the time, it's just better to throw them away. Greater Balrogs, they drain your charges. They will drain your wands. They will drain your staves. At this depth, I really don't have many. Normally, I wouldn't even have these. But they can also summon other mobs. And they tend to summon other Balrogs. They tend to summon monsters that are as powerful as themselves. Because of that, it is really annoying to try to get rid of all the monsters. And Lungorthin, this Balrog, which in the Lord of the Rings may be just another name for Gothmog, so another form of Gothmog, is a monster that tends to sleep a lot. Because of that, you rarely actually have to fight him before you want to. I've teleported Morgoth away. He's probably chasing me right now, so I do need to be on the lookout in a few turns when he comes back. These are very easy to kill, but like I said, they're bodies. It takes more time than I would want. I just want to get rid of him. Even though I can kill him, I don't want to waste turns. This is a Kultilig. It is a group of extremely annoying monsters. To tell the truth, every monster is annoying in Angband. What they do is they summon stuff. And they do not move. So if you can get on a T-shape to them, you can nuke them. But otherwise, they will summon really annoying stuff. And some of them can summon uniques. So while they are in a certain sense very profitable to fight, they are not really monsters that you want to take too lightly. Let's see if I can identify what type of vault this is. Okay, demi-vault, obviously, it's just a special room. There is one of these shapes here. There is another one there. There's another one there, and another one there. So this is actually really easy to PCG, and he's not immediately behind any wall, so I do need to take a little bit of attention. I think I'm immune to cold, so the dragon doesn't. Yeah, I'm immune to cold. The dragon doesn't really do anything. It's just annoyance, essentially. Need to be hasted. I'm using a potion in order to not use the mana that I'm regenerating, because as I rest, more Gothmog could be coming back. He could also technically say get lost, but I really do not want him to double move me. Every time something happens, you get disturbed, so it stops the counter. And Gothmog isn't coming back right now, so that's great. I really want to get an idea. Okay, he is. I can easily be here and he would not see me. He is there. There is, I can basically do this, break the wall, and now I can blast him with, you've guessed it, magic missile. It does not resist fire. If it does not resist fire, then firebolt it is. Gothmog is definitely not coming back. It means it's stuck somewhere. And you can, you can rest easily, not a problem. Yeah, he doesn't resist acid either. Oh, a ring of speed, fantastic. We are going to put this here. Now our speed maximum goes to plus 30. Those are really easy to find. Ring of speed plus 10, to the point where they're not even a surprise. This is almost certainly ring of power now. There it is. So one thing that you should know is, I don't know the exact mechanics, but the game generates artifacts based on how many artifacts it has left to generate. That means that if you've played the game diligently in the normal, usual way, you will get a normal random artifact generator. But if you've done what I've done, skipped the whole game, you come to the bottom levels, and at the beginning, at the start, the moment that you start around dungeon level 97 or 98, you will get a torrent of magical rings. So now that we have these two, we are going to ignore rings, everything, except speed, and then whatever these rings of power are. I will look at this if it has any bonus to intelligence, because mine is still fairly low. We will slot it in. It gives me plus 5 intelligence. Therefore, I put it over here, and that's it. We can even ignore the rings of intelligence. Let's identify. We do need to check whether it has aggravation. Aggravation can be a problem. It does not have aggravation. We can just look at what it does. So, I have plus 1 shooting speed. This is a great, fantastic bonus, because we now have a very easy way to actually just end the game. We can find a, a crossbow of the Haradrim, and just some plain bolts, and double the damage, or add another 50% to the damage with this plus 1 shooting speed, and that is already something that's good enough to kill Morgoth with. But we're not going to bother with that. I do see that it has resist poison, which kind of means that my bow is now not quite as important. And also G, whatever G is, the robe of permanence. Elvenkind, these are basically shields of resistance that get 1 additional stat resisted. So charts or disenchantment or nether or anything like that, and then they give you a plus 1 or a plus 2 stealth bonus. I may actually prefer that resist to the shield, because I still have very, very, very little hit points, so I still have to play in a certain way. But if I get resist nether, it may really help me against any bolts that monsters may cast. And there it is. So I'm going to go down in hit points to 191, but better than, potion of experience. Let's drink this. We should get to 32. Arrows. So these arrows now are double the damage. 109. You know what? We'll take them. Oh, we cannot. How about stuff for mapping? Not really capped. Oh, we need to read the scroll requirement. Let's see what we get. Grey Hammer of Slay Evil, don't need it. Shield of Resistance, don't need it. Halberd of Slay Evil, do not need it. Because even if they do have ESP, which they don't, because there's nothing unidentified, they would have the wrong bonus. I still need my intelligence bonus. Let's see this redwood staff, what it does. Staff for healing, okay. Let's see if we can identify this willow staff. Staff for speed, don't need it because I can cast it. What does this do? It's a staff of acid bolts, again, do not need it. I will pick up these arrows, they're not terrible. There might be other stuff. Now, I am really looking for... We got our ring of speed. We have our first ring of power. These are a lot more common than people believe they are. We have our boots of speed. We don't have ESP. And ESP is really common at this depth. Like, there is just so many helms of ESP that it's ridiculous that we haven't found them. But we'll see. These are orcs, ogres. Guy steals my money, don't care. This guy normally will drain your stats. He can move fast and therefore hit you multiple times, and you can lose 4 points of strength from the guy to the point where your speed goes into the negative, and these can really hurt you early on. But guess what? We have a robo permanence, so that's not going to happen. This guy can probably just melee him right now. Weak. Not, annoying because it can stun, but just cold frostbolt and it will die. This guy disenchants. I can probably just kill him with the arrows. This guy is just an ogre. It's really easy to kill. He's barely stronger than the chieftains that come with him. Again, arrows or acid bolt should do it. I'm just really gonna take these easy targets to see if they drop anything worth writing home about. Because at the way that we have played, where we have almost nothing and we are very deep, anything I find here is fantastic. Oh, this was a potion of enlightenment, that one. So not only does it do enlightenment, but it also increases your intelligence and your wisdom. It used to do even more back upon a time, and this shows you everything, and it also shows you monsters. So Gothmog is stuck over there. The further away you are, the less likely they can smell you. But I can see I don't really want to go anywhere near here. I don't really want to go anywhere near here. I wouldn't mind killing these 1 and 2 uniques because they are easy to kill, just to see if I can get some drops. There's nothing on this side that I like. I'm not powerful enough to take any of those. I don't remember what that is. I will look at that to see if I can identify him. Oh, sorry, we need to do another thing. Potions. So, enlightenment, healing, critical, serious. We don't use these anymore. Okay. That's could be something interesting. This, she's not really dangerous, but it's better to have some better. He is annoying, the Cat Lord, just because he can summon you next to him, and you can be here, and he will pull you next to him. What is this thing? It's a potion of teal potion, so something we have not yet discovered. Don't really care for it. I really just want to do the minimum necessary. I'm using the basic detect because even the basic detect would detect Gothmog, and I've already used the more complex detect to see there's nothing undetectable there. What is this potion? Potion of Restore Mana, always great to have. Potion of Stinking... Spell Stinking Cloud is great for pulling mobs. Just gonna use Oh, already run out of arrows. Well, fortunately, moving at plus 30 does make it fairly easy. He has dropped Letter of Stealth, useless. Kill all 4 gears of stealth. Useless because they kill my mana. Still on the lookout for Gothmog. I move so much faster than him that I can just move in circles around him. Bah. With plus 31, like this, hasted, I already move faster than any monster in the game except Morgoth. Oh, body keeping. Ugh. Okay, nothing. There's nothing else here, so we can read a scroll of recall, cast a spell of recall. This has been a successful expedition. There are plenty more rings that will be very easy to find. Normally, I would now go to some upstairs, like that one, and just scum until I get something else that's either 7 or more. But there is no particular need to, and also Gothmog is still dangerous, is still in that immediate vicinity of the stairs, so I'm not going to do that. I'll just say, short and sweet, we didn't get a lot, we got some of the things that we wanted. That's it. Bada bim, bada boom.